we're back.
Yeah.
We never really went anywhere. And I am going to try tolerating this piece of work. We're on is this even still chapter 2? Like, this looks like it's still... Okay, this is chapter 2. Oh no, another author's note. I'll let you read that one.
Okay, I'll read the author's notes. So then, hello friends. I have been getting so many lovely, thankful messages. Sorry, can these people hear me? Hello friends. I have been getting so many lovely, thankful messages from mommies everywhere, and I just want to say thank you for all your encouragement. However, I have been getting several messages saying that this story is bad because Harry Potter is not just about witches. It is also about friendship and kindness and bravery. Friends, this is exactly what I have been saying. Harry Potter has many good things about it, but it still has witchcraft, so my children cannot read it. But that is why I am writing this, so that they can have all the adventure and good morals of the Harry Potter books, without all that bad stuff that is bogging it down. I mean, Matthew 3:12, am I right? So without further ado, to chapter 2. Well, at least it rhymed.
Before we go anywhere else... Oh well, thank you, Wikipedia. Matthew 3:12 is the 12th verse in the 3rd chapter of the Gospel of Matthew in the New Testament. Very helpful, Wikipedia. Aren't you swell? Winnowing fork is in his hands. He will clear the threshing flood. Gather... What?
He is ready to separate the chaff from the wheat with his winnowing fork. I don't know what a winnowing fork is. Then he will clean up the threshing area, gather the wheat into his barn, put burning chaff with never-ending fire.
I don't understand what relation this is supposed to have to the... I mean, if she's trying to say that she is collecting the good parts of Harry Potter and throwing away the bad parts, like...
I don't remember this from when I read it, so I don't really...
Well, how long ago have you actually read this?
Several years ago, so I don't...
Exactly.
But I don't remember the context, because context is key.
Yeah.
Like, I'll admit, taking the quote out of nowhere makes me feel like I don't know, but at the same time, if there's some other context nearby...
Okay. Oh, gosh. This already hurts me. Hogwarts, School of Prayer and Miracles? Harry queried and clasped his hands. Just hearing that name, he felt such a sense of inner peace. He wanted to have more of that peace, and he wanted to learn how to be a good Christian. He was starting to think that peace and being a good Christian were in fact the exact same thing. I want to go there! Hagrid beamed widely. You beamed widely.
Well, I actually think that does... I'm pretty sure that is proper. I don't know. I'm not that great at English. My English might as well be my 3rd language.
You've been praying so hard to save a soul today. Oh, this was Hagrid. He'd been praying so hard to save a soul today, and he was happy to have saved the soul of such a sweet, earnest little one. The poor boy being raised by 2 parents who were not Christians, who both went to work and left him with a babysitter all day long. It was a good thing Hagrid got here in time.
You know,
like, that's the thing that makes me cringe.
You know, I love that. He got left with a babysitter all day, you know, like... He wasn't, you know, he wasn't abused, he wasn't,
in school.
He wasn't in school, he didn't go through terrible environments, no, he just lived in a closet apparently all day, and he lived apparently his life wasn't that bad, actually. It should go this over, like, the original Harry had all this crap going on with his life, but this one, like, he doesn't even have an evil cousin who lives with him.
Oh, no! I read the next sentence!
Okay.
5 years down the road, Harry might have been a force-hating drug addict evolutionist!
Why does being an evolutionist involve drug addict, and why does being left home with a babysitter all day make you a drug addict? In fact, really, looking at this, I have had no reason so far to assume that his
oh my gosh,
that his aunt and uncle are in any way bad. There has been nothing there, although his aunt apparently can't fight an argument, but...
And then she goes right back to it when she says, "Don't be silly, Harry," Petunia commanded and wrung her long, bony hands. "Come back inside, I will teach you about evolution from the Dawkins. You do not need that silly religion."
The Dawkins, you see.
Well, even then, she was, like, dumbfounded, like, a paragraph ago. And now she's jumping right back to it, being like, "I still can't defend my argument, but darn it, Harry, you're not going to be a Christian."
Yeah, apparently, like, Apparently, she knows nothing about Richard Dawkins or anything about that, according to the last little bit. But she's still going to teach him about him.
Oh gosh.
You know.
Harry scrunched up his innocent little face and thought very hard. Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon were as close to parents as he had, and this was the only home he knew. Could he really leave? But he was safe now. He had prayed the sinner's prayer, which he somehow learned because of the Holy Spirit, I guess. He could not stay here anymore, not with what he knew now. He hasn't learned anything aside from the fact that Christians want to go to heaven and they believe in God.
Well, you know, it's like, have you ever seen Bible Man? It's like that Holy Spirit. It can do crap. It does crap. It is.
True.
Don't mess with it.
Suddenly, he knew what he had to do. No, Aunt Petunia. No, Aunt Petunia. He uttered calmly with childlike wisdom. Evolution is not real. I am going to Hogwarts. No, Harry! Aunt Petunia screeched desperately. I have an idea. You can have a second birthday today. You like birthdays, right?
Apparently, second birthdays affect someone's belief systems.
Because apparently birthdays are not of God. Harry verbalized.
Wait, what? Oh my lord! Birthdays are not of God. Harry verbalized knowingly.
And looked at his aunt with innocent wisdom. You tried to corrupt me, but it did not work. But I forgive you, Aunt Petunia, because of Luke 23:34.
Okay, Luke 23:34. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. We have internet. We have the power of the internet on us.
Even then, how the heck did Harry just snap into that?
Holy Spirit. That's just it. God did it.
Sure, we'll go with.
Just Harry is in a magical world.
Okay, so the forgiveness is like, Father, forgive them for they don't know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, that one. That one's very.
Okay, I just need to look something up quickly. Like, how do I word? Does the Bible say Bible birthdays?
I don't actually. Let me see. Well, birthdays. What's it called? Were like a pagan thing initially, and then that got added into the whole Christian group stuff.
Say about celebrating birthdays.
I don't actually think I don't remember the Bible ever saying anything about birthdays.
This one, I don't even know if you can count this one as a birthday. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's just a celebration. That's not necessarily a birthday. How can you even say that these are about birthdays? Literally, the only thing is on the third day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, he made a feast with all his servants and lifted up the chief cupbearer, blah blah blah, restored the chief cupbearer to his position. It just says on his birthday he did that. It's not like what?
I don't recall it ever saying anything bad about birthday. It's like there are parts here, with Mark 6:21, which said about an opportunity came when Herod, I can never pronounce these names. Herod, on his birthday, gave a banquet to his nobles and military commanders and the leaving of his men. Basically, there are some references to that sort of thing, but there aren't.
It doesn't say anything. These verses don't say anything about being against birthdays. These are all Matthew 2:11, Romans 14:5, Ecclesiastes 7:8, and oh, whatever.
I really need to reread the Bible. I completely forgot most of it.
Well, you said that you were considering taking religious studies, so.
True.
Hagrid was amazed once again at the wisdom of little ones. He did not know if he could forgive someone who had hurt him as much as this woman had hurt little Harry. It doesn't sound like she hurt him at all. It just sounds like this kid's being stubborn. This is like those stubborn Christians that I hate having to be associated with because I'm a Christian. Deny him the truth? Who could be so cruel? But Harry did not even think twice about it. He forgave, just like that. Truly, Hagrid came to a new understanding of Matthew 19:14 that day. At this point, you just need to bring out your phone so that you can look things up and we don't have to keep flipping the computer back and forth on what things. Who the heck's Dudley?
Dudley? Let me see. Dudley was...
it just says, "Do not leave, Harry," Dudley wailed childishly. When the heck did this Dudley person come in?
Dudley in the original one was Harry's basically Harry is basically he's raised with his aunt and uncle and the kid Dudley, but but they never once mentioned. I sort of assumed that Harry, I'm pretty sure I made a reference earlier to saying that Harry was an only child in this because I never recall Dudley ever being mentioned.
He wasn't, which is why I was like, who the heck's Dudley? You can't just throw in characters because you suddenly remember that they exist. I must, Harry said and stepped over the threshold. Goodbye, Dursleys. Dursleys. Is that just like their last name?
Yeah, they're the Dursleys. That's their last name.
Okay. I hope you are safe too one day. And with that, he and Hagrid began to walk down... Is that Private Drive?
It's like Privet Drive. Or, it's supposed to... I thought it was like... It's supposed to... goodness, I haven't read Harry Potter in ages either. I thought it was like Privet Drive, although I'm not sure if that's autocorrect or if I just read the whole thing wrong or I remember it wrong.
Last time it looked like it was spelled differently than that, because this looks like Private Drive. We'll just assume it's Privet. Privet Drive.
I'm pretty sure that's just that was just a writing error, I think.
Probably. How will we get to this school, Hagrid? Harry queried curiously. Why does she keep saying queried?
Well, it's very repetitive. That's just poor writing. That's just, yeah.
Okay. Okay, we will pray. Hagrid retorted knowledgeably. How do we do that? You just... There's so much wrong with this.
So apparently God just sort of gave him the power to pray, and then all of a sudden he was like, wait a second, you're not supposed to know to pray yet. My bad, guys, my bad, sorry, I apologize.
No. The Holy Spirit was what gave him the power to pray, but now his spiritual high died down, so he doesn't know how to pray.
Well, then he obviously needs to figure out how to get a spiritual high for the Holy Spirit. I'm sure it's a high, so I'm sure there's like some kind of like...
Harry Potter? Where is the nearest youth conference? Youth conferences are like a guarantee for a spiritual high. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. It's happened to me in almost every single one I've gone to. The exception's like maybe one. Anyway. How do we do that? Harry... what? Solicited?
Solicited inquisitively.
Harry solicited inquisitively. I can't even
like, we gotta do like snobbishly. Like, that's the kind of thing you'd say is like a snob. So it's like solicited, or let me just reread that. Let me see. So, solicited inquisitively.
Watch, Hagrid said and got down on his knees on the road. He motioned for Harry to get down on his knees too. Hagrid raised his hands to the heavens and cried out in a deep, thunderous voice, "Dear Lord!" I think you can do a better, deep, booming voice than I can, even if it's not Hagrid.
Let me just find,
Dear Lord, take us to...
Dear Lord, take us to Hogwarts. Oh no, sorry. That was wrong. That was bad. Like, dear Lord, take us to... I don't like that one either.
I'm going to pull up a song for a second, and I want you to mimic the guy that you hear talking.
Together again, through the power of something involving... Okay, there we go, let's do this. So I gotta go really low. I'm sorry, that was really high, before going low, and then back to high. Dear Lord, take us to Hogwarts. That was bad too. I need a full rehearsal.
Harry felt himself being whisked away, and in a moment, he was sitting in the cool, damp grass outside a humongous, beautiful castle. He looked in awe at the tall towers and the gray stones. What a beautiful place! A tall, thin man with a long, pointed beard and big wired spectacles stood in front of Harry. He was wearing a brown tweed suit and a nice matching hat. His shoes were made of leather and polished until they shone. He had a smile much like Hagrid's smile. So peaceful. Harry just knew he could trust him. A lovely, kind young woman with flowing blonde hair and a pleasant heart-shaped face stood beside this holy man. "Hello there, little one," the man greeted amicably. "I am Reverend Albus Dumbledore, and this is my wife."
Minerva.
Sure. Welcome to Hogwarts, School of Prayer and Miracles. Does every single chapter end with Hogwarts, School of Miracle and Prayers?
You can always check other chapters. Besides the point. He's married? He's not married. Not the original.
No! I know what this is. Because Dumbledore's gay.
Oh my god!
Because
he's same-sex attraction and marrying a woman and retired it! I knew it.
Well, no, even Rowling said that he's gay.
Oh, I know, but that's not the never mind.
I can't read this anymore, honestly. I was, like, expecting to get...
What chapters are there?
I think my sister there were, like, at least 14.
Oops, I pressed the wrong button.
No, you didn't. I have this stupid... Yeah, 14.
Well, time for a long series of 14 separate videos in order to make this whole thing.
Ugh.
I found it amusing.
So you're up for more?
Well, perhaps we should. Anyways, let's just end it here, and then we can speak about it on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Click the thumbs up video and subscribe, because apparently this is going to be a thing.
Who knows?
For at least a few more videos.
Who knows? Possibly. It might end right here. If it does, then it was nice. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah. He might be back depending on when we can hang out after I go to college.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways,
Peace out.
yeah.